Right, good morning everyone. I'm just making my way around. I've got some very excited and slightly nervous looking competitors, but I would like to start just by saying how many children took part in the heats and how absolutely brilliant they all were, and how difficult it was for the teachers to actually make the decisions for who was going to be in this exciting final this morning. So can we just have a round of applause for all of the children? I was very glad that I wasn't the one making those decisions, just as I'm glad I'm not the one making the decisions this morning. But I would like to welcome our judges, previous parents from school that we know really well who've kindly come back to help us this morning, Mr. Simon Paisley-Day and Miss Jenna Russell. Thank you so much for being here. And we're going to start with our youngest competitors. We're going to go house by house. We're going to start with Amelia. What house are you in?
Neville.
Start with Neville House this morning. So if you could give Amelia a really big clap for going first. We're so proud.
I love red, like strawberries and hearts. I love orange, like butterflies and leaves in autumn. I love yellow, like the sun and daisies. I love green, like sea turtles and budgies. I love blue, like blueberries and the sky. I love purple, like lavender and purple eyeshadow. I love pink, like pink flowers and the sun rays. Wait, that's all the colours of the rainbow. I love all the colours of the rainbow.
I'm just going to, in case you didn't hear it at the beginning, who wrote this poem?
Me.
We're moving on to, which house? We're moving on to Godwin House, and our first competitor for Godwin this morning is Nico. Nico was in the finals last year as well, so I'm hoping for a top performance. So if we can give him a clap onto the stage.
Wind on the hill by Yemen. No one can tell me, nobody knows. Where the wind comes from, where the wind goes. It's flying from somewhere as fast as it can. I couldn't keep up with it, not if I ran. But if I stopped holding the string of my clothes, it would blow with the wind for a day and a night. And then when I found it wherever it flew, I should know that the wind had been going there too. So then I could tell them where the wind goes. But where the wind comes from, nobody knows.
I'm deliberately going nice and slow if I can. Our third competitor this morning, also for Godwin, is Flora.
My neighbour's dog is quiet. It does not bark or bit, but when my neighbour's dog is near, I feel afraid of it. My neighbour's dog is nasty. It has a wicked smile. Before my neighbour painted it, it was a crocodile.
Okay, and now we're moving on to Windsor House. So I'd like to ask Oscar, our youngest competitor this year. Big clap for Oscar.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? A groan and a grumble. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? A moan and a rumble. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? A growl and a crunch. Ooh, it's coming from me. I think I need lunch.
And also for Windsor House, we now have Jensen.
But now I'm 6 by AA Mill. When I was 1, I had just begun. When I was 2, I was nearly you. When I was 3, I was hardly me. When I was 4, I was not much more. When I was 5, I was just alive. But now I'm 6, I'm as clever, so I think I'll stay 6 now forever and ever.
I can see Warwick taking some big breaths. Okay, I think Hugo's ready. Brilliant.
Under the same sky. We live under the same sky in that's near and far. We live under the same sky wherever we are. We feel the same love in cold, icy snow. We feel the same love where soft meadows grow. We play the same games where hills touch the sky. We play the same games where grass grows so high. We sing the same songs across the same seas. We sing the same songs caught in the breeze. We face the same storms where dark forests grow. We face the same storms where wild rivers flow. We dream the same dreams, whatever the weather. We dream the same dreams and we dream them together.
Final competitor in our Year 1 and 2 competition is Bruno, also representing Warwick House.
I'll take the full sheep dip, grip me, dip me, pull me out, and clip me, long hair, woolly head, and hold me tight and snip me. 1, 2, 3, snip.
As you can see, the standard was incredibly high this year, and how brave of them, being so impressively competent, incredibly brave, just getting up there, our youngest competitors today. So well done to everybody in Year 1 and 2. Let's give them another clap. start. Brilliant. In which case we're going to move on to our Year 3 and 4 section, and we're going to start this time with Godwin House and Flynn. Just before we go, so who wrote this poem?
Me.
Our second contestant for Godwin House, we've got Rex.
What can you do with a football? By James Carter. Well, you can kick it, you can catch it, you can bounce it all around, you can grab it, you can pat it, you can roll it on the ground, you can head it, you can throw it, you can hit it with a bat, you can biff it, you can boot it, you can spin it, you can shoot it, you can stop it, you can drop it, just like that.
And now I'd like to welcome River to the stage, also for Godwin this morning.
The Bogus Boo by James Reeves. The bogus boo is a creature who comes out at night, and why? He likes the air, he likes to scare a nervous passerby. Out from the dark he comes with huffing pat. If when alone you hear his moans, it's like to drive you mad. He has two wings, pathetic things with which he cannot fly. His tusks look fierce, yet could not pierce the merest butterfly. He has 6 ears, but what he hears is very faint and small. And with the claws on his 8 paws, he cannot scratch at all. He looks so wise with his owl eyes, his aspect prim and ghoulish. But truth to tell, he sees not well and is distinctly foolish. This bogus boo, what can he do but huffing in the dark? So don't take fright, he has no bite, and very little dark.
And we're moving on to Windsor House now. And first for Windsor, we've got Sophia.
Magic Everywhere by Jim Hatfield. Magic in an ice cream, moonbeam, sweet dream. Magic in a mountain stream, magic everywhere. Magic in a birthday, school day, sun rain. Magic in a bobsleigh, magic at the fair. Magic in a disco light, midnight pillow fight. Magic in a flying kite, magic in the air. Magic in a bus trip, hot chip, pool dip. Magic in a friendship, magic is the share.
And also for Windsor House this morning, we've got Georgina.
Don't rush me, please. It gives me time to get to know all the flowers that I pass, every blade of every grass. I'm a snail, this is my way. Don't rush me, please, we've got all day.
And we're moving on to Warwick House now, and Hugh has got a poem for us.
What shall I call my little dormouse? His eyes are small, though his tail is a mouse. Sometimes I call him Terrible John, because his tail goes on and on and on. Sometimes I call him Terrible Jack, because his tail goes on until the end of his back. Sometimes I call him Terrible James, because he says he likes me calling him names. But I think I shall call him Jim, because I am terribly fond of him.
Our second competitor for Warwick House is Kiara.
Golden glow. You are the contented pearl of kitten, the orange groves of Spain, the silence of the sun, and the favourite change of grain. Flowers bloom in the winter, warm sunlight baths the ground, and the sweet birds that fills the neighbourhood whenever you're around.
We've got our first duet ever in the poetry competition coming up next, representing Neville House, Otto and Rowan.
We would like to perform Kiki. That's their goal, chum not a We don't ball mate, this ain't cricket. Ball control pal, you can't lick it. Kick it, kick it, kick it, kick. Don't just stand there like a picket, stuck in quicksand or a thicket. Get in, tackle him, and nick it. Kick it, kick it, kick it, kid. Don't just nobble, chunk or flick it. Go for it now, that's the ticket. See that net? That's where you stick it. Kick it, kick it, kick it, kids. Kick it, kick it, kick it, kids. Kick it, kick it, kick it, kids.
And another returning finalist, our final competitor for the Year 3 and 4 category this year, representing Neville House, is Charlotte.
Tells a lie, anonymous. Once there was a little boy with curly hair and pleasant eye, a boy who always told the truth and never told a lie. And when he got off to school, the children all about would cry. There goes the curly-headed boy, the boy that never tells a lie. And everybody loved him so because he always told the truth. That every day as he grew up, 'twas said, there goes the honesty. And everybody loved him so because he always told the truth. That every day as he stood there, the people turned to us, should turn to ask the reason why. The answer would be always yes, because he never tells the truth.
Okay, moving on to years 5 and 6 now, towards the top of our school. We've got some amazing entries this morning. Like I said before, I'm so glad I'm not judging. But representing Warwick House first, please give a big round of applause for Millie.
The slam of the door, the stamp on the floor is automatic here. When the bells chime right on time, that's rhyme. If the boy is as free as a bird in the tree, that's a simile. When the pug smiles at the Dalmatian and the wind sings in exultation, that's personification. But when the window's smashed to rubble, Dad says, "Come here at the double." Whoops, that's trouble.
And next, Warwick House, Jacob.
Sorry, can I stop you? Sorry, can I stop you? Could you stand closer to one of the microphones, please? Thank you so much. Thank you.
The homework routine. Own the homework routine. Most perfect contraction that's ever been seen. Put in your homework and then drop in a dime, snap on the switch in a 10-second time. Here it is 9 plus 4, the answer is 3. 3 only. I guess not as I thought it would be.
And moving on to Neville House, another returning finalist from last year, Sophie.
Hello, my name is Sophie and I would like to perform The Television by Roald Dahl. The most important thing we've learned so far as children are concerned is never let them in front of your television set. In almost every house we've been, we watch them gaping at the screen. They loll and slop and lounge about and stare until their eyes pop out. They sit and stare and stare and sit and stare until they're hypnotized by it. It rots the sense in their head. It kills imagination dead. His brain becomes as soft as cheese. His powers of thinking rusts and freeze. He cannot think, he only sees. All right, you'll cry, all right, you'll say, but if we take the screen away, what shall we do to entertain our darling children? Please explain. We'll answer this by asking you, what use the dial most to do? Have you forgotten? Don't you know? Well, we'll say it very loud and slow. They used to read. They'd read and read and read and read and proceed to read some more. Great Scott, gazooks! Oh, books! What books they used to know, those children living long ago. So please, oh please, we beg, we pray, go through your TV set away, and in its place you can install a lovely bookshelf on the wall.
And also for Neville House, we have Isla.
I would like to perform Homework, Oh Homework by Jack Palutsky. Homework, oh homework, I hate to use stick. I wish I could wash you away in the sink. If only a bomb could explode you to bits. Homework, oh homework, for giving me the light alone in the dark. Eat spinach and liver, pet 10 porcupines, and tackle the homework my teacher assigns. Homework or homework will last of us. I simply can't see why you even exist. If you were to just disappear, that would tickle me pink. Homework, oh homework, I hate you, you stink.
And our third competitor for Neville House, Sophia.
I'm a collapsed star. I kill many things from afar. One of me is coming to Earth, the worst of your fears. In about 1,560 light years, the illusion of time, matter and space, where there is nothing, name nor face. Everything and nothing at the same time, understanding your life sublime. I'm black coal and black hole's me. I'm the earth and the earth is me. I'm an atmosphere that's very strong, that can save you from solar storms for very long. My core is as hot as the surface of the sun, but if you go down there, it will not be so far. If you cut my forest and burn my trees, my rivers will cry, and my soil will green. Take care of my flowers, my creatures will know what soulful nature and dances on the sand. I am the earth, the earth is me.
I hope that you noted there that that poem was written by Sophia, and yes, it is that good, it has been published, so an extra round of applause for our amazing work. And talking of poems we've written ourselves, moving on to Godwin, here we have Otis.
My name is Otis, and this is my line. I wrote this poem in my spare time, not from a book. This is all my own. I love poetry, now it is known. Rhythm, rap, rhyme, all poetry, not just those of one family. Onomatopoeia, alliteration, synonyms and metaphors are language and nation. Emotion and feelings added an extra to the literal meaning. Musical sentences, poetry means. From poems, your soul feeds. This is my poem about poetry. I hope you liked it along with me. This is my penultimate line. I am Otis and that was my line.
Continuing with the theme of poems that we've written ourselves, can we please welcome Aurelia to the stage?
Which I wrote with my granddad. I tried to write a poem, but it turned into a curse. It really didn't rhyme at all. It went from bad to worse. My mum told me not to leave it there. I really should have started. But every time I tried to write, the words came out half-hearted. I wrote down lots of silly words. There was quite a lot to do. Eventually, I just got fed up. Flushed down the road. So I had to write another poem. I had to make it rhyme. It had to be clever. But I was running out of time. I showed it to my daddy. He said it wasn't bad. But that's what parents do. And he is my lovely dad. Then I showed it to my boxer dog. He growled like he just hates it. Then he grabbed it, threw it in the air, watched it land, and then he ate it. The dog just ate my homework. I'm sorry, Mr. Cooper. It's true. If you don't believe me, then you can read it in this book. So now I'm here. The pressure's on. I'm standing on this stage. You're all staring up at me. But there's nothing on the page. But I won't give up. I'll do my best. And poetry is fun. So as long as you've all enjoyed this, then my work here is done.
Excellent. Good luck with that, Mr. Cooper. And finally, for Godwin this morning, James.
Good morning. I'm James Rafferty, and I'd like to perform Return of the Wind by me. The invasive weed attempts to overthrow the plant. However, it attempts whenever the gardener approaches, bearing a pair of scissors in his old and rusty hands. The gardener uproots the weed, causing him to cry, thrown into the compost bin, leaving him out to dry. The flowers frame the plant bed in all their dazzling colours: pink, yellow, orange, blue, and cherry red, outshining all the weeds, their blooming flower heads. The weeds envy their despise, others laughing at their demise. They conjure up a plan. They will return and take over the land.
And finally, we're moving on to Windsor House. Now, first competitor is Camilla.
I watch the new moon fly behind a summit tree and perch upon an upper branch and so look down at me. Upon that very instant, when the glowing gully rang, and with the kookaburras' laughter, frogs and crickets sang. Now, I was a dreamy lad. I used to walk the bush alone. It was 30 years ago, in all that I have known. The frogs have never croaked, the crickets never chirred, so blithely as on that night when the moon was a laughing bird. New moon, golden bird, perched high, beak in air. When I was a dreamy lad, the bush was everywhere.
And now we have Maya for Windsor.
Good morning, I'm Maya and I would like to perform Invictus by William Ernest Henley. Out of the night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods may be for mine unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud. Under the bludgeonings of chance, my head is bloody, but unbowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the shade, and yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. No matter how strait the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll, I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul.
And finally, Annabelle, Windsor House.
I would like to perform Where Broccoli Comes From by Michael Rosen. Not many people know that broccoli grows in the armpits of very big green men who live in the forest. And brave broccoli cutters go deep into those forests and they wait for the very big green men to fall asleep. Then they get out their great big broccoli razors and they shave the armpits of the very big green men. And that's where broccoli comes from. Not many people know that. Just thought I'd let you know.
Oh my goodness, I couldn't be more proud. The writing, the diction, the courage to be up there, the messages about reading and homework that I'm hoping Mrs. Glazer is listening to. Can we give absolutely all of the children a massive round of applause? Moment where Mrs. Luckhurst, if you'd like to just step outside with our judges for a moment, just to give them time to confer and make some heartbreaking decisions. And I'm just wondering if there's a member of staff who might like to perform a poem or a story for us whilst we wait for the judging to happen.
Poems is wonderful. Whenever you get a poem, you should always read it out loud. But what's better than reading it out loud by yourself is reading it with lots of people. So if you know the words to Hairy McClary from Donaldson Dairy, I invite you to join in. Out of the gate and off for a walk went Hairy McClary from Donaldson Dairy. Hercules' horse, as big as a horse, with Hairy McClary. Bottomly pots all covered in spots, Hercules' horse as big as a horse with nothing McClay like a bundle of hay. Bottomly pots all covered in spots, Hercules' horse as big as a horse with Bits of Maloney, all skinny and bony, nothing McLay like a bundle of hay, Hercules' horse as big as a horse, bottomly pots all covered in spots with Then we've got Schnitzel von Crumb with a very low tongue, Blitzer Maloney all skinny and bony, muffin McLay like a bundle of hay, bottomly pots all covered in spots, Hercules' horse as big as a horse and tails in the air, they trotted on down, past the shops, past the parks, to the far end of town. They sniffed at the smells, they snooped at each door, when suddenly, out of the shadows, they saw. Scarface McClaw, the toughest Tom in town. Said Scarface McClaw. Off with a yowl, a wail and a howl, and a scatter of paws and a clatter of claws, and snatched from a crumb with a very low tongue. Blitzer Maloney, all skinny and bony, muffin McLay like a bundle of hay, bottomly pots all covered in spots, Hercules' horse as big as a horse, and straight back home to bed. Beware the Jabberwock, my son, the jaws that bite, the claws that catch. Beware the Jub-Jub bird, and the frumiest Bandersnatch. So took his vorpal sword in hand, long time his manxome foe he sought, so rested by the tum-tum tree, and stood a while in thought. Then as in uppish thought he stood, the Jabberwock with eyes of flame, came whipping through the tulgey wood, and burbled as it came. 1, 2, 1, 2, and through and through. The vorpal blade went snicker-snap, he left it dead, and with its head he went galumphing back. And hast thou slain the Jabberwock? Come to my arms, my beamish boy, Callooh Callay, he chortled in his joy. 'Twas brillig, and the slimy toads did glide and dim in the wave. All mimsy were the borogoves, and the moan rats out there.
Sunny day. I'm licking it quick, but it's dribbling away. My ice cream is melting. It's starting to drip. All over my fingers, my chin and my lip. My ice cream is melting. I can't make it stop. It's hitting the ground with a splash and a plop. My ice cream is melted and turned into ooze. It was on a cone, but it's now in my shoes.
Well, congratulations, all of you. You are fantastic. We were so impressed. Next year, if I get invited back, I'm going to really get, maybe have a session with microphones, because there's too much variation. Sometimes you were clear as a bell, and some of you didn't quite give enough vocal energy, even when you're next to the microphone. So, you know, if you're standing right here, you can hear absolutely every single word. And suddenly, if you're back here, you have to work much harder. Do you hear? So, Yes. No microphone needed there. So I think maybe next year we'll just give ourselves a better chance of hearing absolutely everyone by maybe having a sound check, and we judges can come along and be controlling about that. Anyway, back to the morning's stuff. Jenna, what do you want to say?
I just want to say I thought you did brilliantly. Everyone did so well. I was really impressed by everyone's performances. I think you really got inside the words and made them sing. And also, the amount of wonderful writing. Really, really well done. I would never have been able to write poetry like that at your ages. So bravo to everybody. I like how you're London.
There was also lots of variation in the tone of the poems you chose. Obviously, some people wrote their own, which, as Jenna said, was absolutely amazing that you're prepared to stand up here and deliver your own work, which is brilliant. But there was lots of variation within that. Some were humorous, some were much more serious. And then your choices of already existing poetry, whether Roald Dahl or Maya's poem, which is a much darker, more difficult piece about resilience. I thought it was really wonderful to see such a range of stuff. So, to get on to the winners. Very, very difficult decisions, because in all categories there were clear, I mean everyone did brilliantly, but it wasn't completely obvious who was the winner every time, and we had to do a bit of battling. So Jenna, do you want to talk about the youngest group?
In terms of
who was the runner-up?
The runner-up in year 1 and 2 was the wonderful Oscar.
Very good. Well done. And he was just picked at the post by the wonderful Amelia. Very good. Do you want to just stand there while you're joined by the other winners? Moving on to the middle section.
We have
A runner-up.
a commendation.
Oh yes, a commendation for Flynn and highly con.
Highly commended.
Oh, highly commended. We have a highly con. Flynn. And then the runner-up in that section was Rex.
Nice job, Rex. And the winner in that section, which I thought was beautifully delivered, was River.
What a lineup. Moving on to the older group, this was very, very difficult, because the older you kids get, the more confident you get, and so we had many competitors vying for the top prize here. It was a very, very difficult decision.
So we've got a commendation for her wonderful delivery and being very, very good. Is Annabelle? Where are you?
And then controversially splitting the runner-up, because we couldn't quite make up our minds, two S's, a Sophie and a Sophia. goes to Aurelia. So I think that wraps it up. Just to say well done to you all, and well done to all the prize winners, especially those who wrote their own work, which is very exposing, and for giving us such a lovely hour of entertainment.
Well done, really impressed, really impressed.
Give the winners a round.
Thank yous. Firstly to the amazing performers, not just those performers we saw today, all the way through the heats. Just to get up on stage and perform in front of a big audience like this, or just your class is really nerve-wracking. So I'm incredibly impressed. The standard improves every year. And a big thank you to the teachers who first had to make those difficult decisions in the heats, and then they had to have the nerve get on stage and follow all of you, which is a big challenge because they were very impressive. But before I mention Mrs. Griffin, can I say a big thank you to our judges, Simon and James. It's an incredibly challenging job to make those decisions and so quickly, to listen, to absorb everything, get the emotion, rush into Mr. Sweet's office there and make a decision. So, huge thank you for coming and giving up your time.
I don't want to get Sally Luckhurst into any trouble, but she helped us with the stuff in the office, and she did mention to us that she wrote Limerick when she was 9, and if there was any justice, she would be standing up here delivering that excellent Limerick, which I think probably you ought to shout out for, really. Yeah.
So I wrote this poem when I was 9 years old, but everyone who's written a poem today really showed me up. But I did think back to my childhood school, which was Oxbridge, which isn't far away. And at the time, the school was having a new swimming pool. We had an outdoor swimming pool, and then they were going to change it into an indoor one. And it's a limerick, so it's got a rhyming pattern. I am really embarrassed about this. There once was a boy from this school who went for a swim in the pool. He dived in no matter, his brains went a splatter. The pool's without water, the fool.
Well done, Mrs. Luckhurst, and finally, a huge thank you to Mrs. Griffin, who facilitated, organised all of this event.